Hi everybody, good day to you. This right here is a 2015 Rubisu Forester. It's got some kind of AC issue. I'm not really sure what's going on. We had a kind of a hard time in translation to figure this out. I guess in the morning when the thing gets started, the AC is fine and then it's all good, and then you come to a stop or something like that, and then it gets warm, and then it no longer gets cold after it gets warm. I don't know, maybe I just heard AC blows warm. Okay, let's power that off. We're looking like 30,596 miles on the clock, and AC is cold. Let's go get the thermometer and we'll see what kind of temperatures we're getting, and then we'll go on a test drive and see if it fails to continue to cool or not. Wait, we need to get tools. Pulling over. Alright, let's see. I choose this one. I like this one. It's got my little tag on it. It keeps me from losing it. Alright, you go there. Alright, let's get out of here. Time for safety clicks. First click of the day. Alright, just taking a look at our gauge here. We're so far about 65, 66 degrees. It's slightly underperforming. Let's make sure that's turned all the way down. It is. Recirculation, yeah, okay. Yeah, it's not cooling that well. Let's swing back to the shop. We'll go ahead and throw the machine on it and check our pressures, and we can go from there. Merging. U-turn. CVT transmissions. They sound so neutered. Yeah, we're still above 60 degrees here. It's not good. Oh. I was gonna turn in there, but there's a truck turning in, so I'll just turn in over here. Truck turning out. There we go. Words. Yeah, this car kind of makes me sad. I didn't want to do any AC work today. I actually didn't want to do anything today. I wanted to put some shock absorbers on my truck. You guys remember like a few months ago, I put a set of Ranchos on it, and you guys all told me that I would hate them. Well, you were right, and I was wrong. I really don't like them very much. They're okay, except when I have a trailer, and then they're not okay. So I got something new, kind of fancy too, but I got some new ones, and I'd like to squeeze that in sometime today and see if I can't get them replaced. Window down. Parking Giotto, we'll leave it running. What do we got here? 60, 66. Yeah, das ist nicht gut. Popping the hood. Rubisu! Wow, that compressor's screaming. You hear that thing? Yeah, that's a little loud. No die. No die. Okay, let's go fetch the machine and see if this thing is making pressure or not. Well, cap gravity. It's okay, I've got more. Rolling, rolling, rolling. AC machine is rolling. Uh-oh, we're stuck. Switch. Yeah, let's see what our high side's doing. This should be interesting. The survey says, yeah, we're a little low on pressure. Okay. Low side. Let's see what our low side says. Get on there. Or not. Yeah, this thing's been messing up. I don't know what the deal is. Like the other day it popped off. It was like hanging out on a fitting, and then it just randomly disconnected. It's pretty low. All right. All right, tell you what, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna toss a half a pound in there just to see if giving it some more refrigerant will make that compressor shut up. I do know that these are normally kind of chattery compressors, but that one's a little bit loud. So like I said, I'm just gonna throw some refrigerant in there real quick just to see if it shuts up. If it does, then we know the noise is from a low refrigerant level. Then I'll go ahead and recover it and we'll see what's going on. Here, we set it up for charge. Insufficient vacuum, I don't care. See, now the compressor shut up. That's weird. But the machine did open this low side. It may have given it a little bit of extra that was stored within the machine. Okay, half a pound on the low side. Begin charging now. Charging. Oh, look at that. That thing shut right up. How about that? Okay, well, we're getting somewhere. I'm just going over this with the black light just to see if there's any obvious leaks, which I see none. All right, look at that. Yeah, pressures went up a little bit. Compressor shut up. Okay, let's go ahead and pull this down and install the actual correct charge to it. I'll probably toss a little bit of dye in it too. I don't see any on any of the valves, which it might have some in there, it might not. And let's see. Oh, look at that. We cooled off quite a bit too. Where are we at? 46 degrees? Yeah, powering down. Okay, recover. Now remember, whatever we pull out of this, we have to subtract a half of a pound because we added a half a pound for testing purposes. Connected, recovering, be right back. All right, I heard the thing beep at me. What do we got here? We recovered 1.063 pounds, so it had roughly half a pound in it because we installed a half a pound. And it was supposed to have, not that sticker, where's my specifications? Specifications, not here, oh, maybe over here. AC spec, oh, 16 to 18 ounces, so 1 pound, 2 ounces, that's spec. So it was just under a half a pound of refrigerant. So, what we're gonna do, as per my normal protocol, I'm pulling these valves out, we're gonna inspect them. For those of you that don't know, I routinely change the service valves on AC systems. More often than not, you stick your service valves on there, take them off, and then the valves end up leaking. Or the valves were leaking for months or even years, and that is what caused the system to discharge. So since it's already evacuated and it's empty, this is the exact perfect opportunity to inspect these. And since they're so cheap, it would behoove one to replace them every time the system has been discharged, within reason. Pull this one out right here. Come here. Yeah, see, these ones look okay. These ones look okay, but I'm gonna put new ones in it anyway. So what we're gonna be looking for is the O-ring at the bottom of these valves. That's what we're checking out right here. Let's see if I can't open this a little bit. Focus. See how it's tapered and flattened towards the top of it? That's not what we want to see. That's distortion, which can cause leaks. That one's pretty good too. You can even see the contact point right there where it meets the rest of it. Here's an example of a conclusively failed unit. I can't get it to open. It won't even open. Hang on. Let's put it in the vise. There we go. I'll just reach in with these needle nose and push the valve, and that should open it. Why aren't you opening? Ah! Okay, I give up. This one is not opening. But we can see right here at the very end, see how there used to be a nice O-ring at the very end? That thing should be sticking out about 3 times as much as it is. And since it's stuck close for some reason, I can not really use this as a good example, but maybe I have another one here. Yeah, very similar. That's a failed one. Okay. Okie dokes, got 2 new valves. Let's go ahead and stick these guys into their new home. And we'll go ahead and install a little bit of dye in this and then recharge it. Kicks, valve kicks. Another. Just hook you up. When installing these service valves, a lot of guys will run them down super tight after they bottom out. You don't do that. Just turn them down until they stop, because all you're doing with that knob is opening the valve inside and letting the gases pass through. It really annoys me because folks will crank down on those and it chews up the aluminum, and then they get all frictiony and they bind up and they don't work. Then you have to replace them. What I gotta do is just screw them until they stop. Anyway, let's go ahead and vacuum this, because I did have the system open, so air entered. We have to recover all that air and get it out. Be back in a moment. Okay, the machine's done. Let's go ahead and set this up for a recharge. We're looking for 18 ounces. That's 1 pound, 2 ounces. So let's go ahead and set that up. We're gonna go to ounces. Charge in ounces, yet we want 18.0. Charging on the high side, begin charging now. All right, we're rocking and rolling now. Okay, returning to the cabin area, we can see it appears to be cooling rather effectively inside. We are condensing moisture. This is good. This is what we like. And we're doing that at a temperature of, oh, what is that, 43 degrees. Dang! All right, this has got a nice AC unit. I like it. I think I would like to illustrate how the takeaway from this could be the benefits of repeating your process. For example, I heard a noise and that would have indicated, hey, the compressor is bad, it's making noise, and look, pressure's low. So we need a compressor, and potentially someone could have sold this person a compressor. Or they could have even done worse and sold them a compressor kit, which comes with a condenser and a TXV valve, or a TXV. In my opinion, at this point, we don't need any of that stuff. We had a noisy compressor because we didn't have any refrigerant in the system. We didn't have any refrigerant in the system because this system is, what, 7 years old? And may or may not have been serviced at any given point in time. Again, natural seepage is common on these moderately older vehicles. So we're just going to use today's experience as kind of like a baseline to prove the point that sticking and adhering to your process is critical, especially for your customer's sake. Because if I was this customer, I would not have wanted to be sold a $1,200 AC system for no reason whatsoever. The reality is it just needed a little bit of maintenance and a couple valves for good measure, and that's what we did. So I did throw some dye in there off camera. We're gonna close the hood. We're gonna return this car back to the lady. She is here waiting on it. She's happy that it's making cold again, and she is aware that if there is a leak that was too small for me to detect right now with my conventional means of detection, I hope that wasn't too loud. If there's a leak that's too small for me to detect today, there is now dye in the system, and if it does start to blow warm again or exhibit some of those similar symptoms, then they can come back and we do a recheck for it. If they do it within 30 days, the recheck is free. If symptoms show up after 30 days, we charge some diagnostic work, blah, blah, blah. Industry standard protocol. So that being said, we're all done with this here, Rubisu. Customer's happy, I'm happy, hope you guys are happy. If you are happy about this, let me know about that by tapping that like button down below. If you're not happy about this, I can't do anything for you. I'll try better next time. So again, and as always, I'd like to thank you for watching this video, and remind you that most importantly, you should definitely not forget to have yourselves a great day. See you guys later. Ending of Subaru. But seriously, 5, 6, 7 years old and 31,000 miles, we don't need to buy parts and put a compressor in this car. No way. Parking the auto and powering down. Goodbye, Subi.